Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, McDonald's enthusiasts all around the world. Yeah. Welcome to another exciting episode of You've Already Peaked Gaming Podcast, featuring your host, the insatiable Locarthemanbeast. Yeah. And also featuring me, the DjLobsterDust.
I was thinking about how big...
3 inches hard.
Oh yeah, easily, right? And that's on a good day. That's on a warm day.
Yeah, that's generous.
I am sick.
Yeah, I was about to say, oh,
I don't know where the fuck
that come from. The fucking bronchi.
I don't know where it came. It's the worst. So okay, let me go back. I want to ask this question: how big do you want to get? Like if this channel exploded and everything went big, and you said something at the beginning of this, McDonald's enthusiast, I want Yap Happy Meal toys. That's how big I want to get. I don't want to get fucking Billboard famous. I want it so big that we can have Yap Happy Meal toys. Could you imagine like little Rat King toys?
Hold on. I don't want to be Billboard famous, but I want Yap Happy Meal toys.
Yeah.
You realize the two have to go hand in hand. You have to be like in a fucking Pixar film or something. First off, they're going to have to overlook all the terrible shit that we've ever said. Second off, how are they going to market us? We're going to have like poop toys. We're talking about poop and dicks.
Didn't they market the Avengers?
It's different.
Robert Downey Jr. was a massive cokehead.
No, but he turned his life around. Kiss, kiss, bang, bang, wiped the slate clean.
Val Kilmer was the help in that.
Yeah, and look what it did to him. They sacrificed, yeah. They sacrificed him.
All right, so me. I don't know where this came from. So, like Friday, I was like, man, I'm feeling a little congested, little eh. But it was also in a weird situation where all of a sudden it went from like it was like cold, super cold, almost rainy, to then like 95 degrees for like 2 days. And then back down to like wind and rain. It like rained on Saturday. And so I was like, maybe it's just the weather. Maybe just this and the weather is doing it to me. It always happens. My face gets all kind of fucked up. Sunday, I was like, oh, I really just don't feel good. Like not feel good. And like my sinuses hurt real bad. And I was like at that point where I was like, the sinuses burned a little bit. And I was like, oh no, not again. I just got over this. I don't want to do it again. I don't want to do it again. So took a bunch of COVID tests. No COVID. I was like, fuck. Okay, cool. And then I was like, oh no, don't let it be flu. Don't let it be flu. This is how fucked COVID has us. I have just like the common cold right now. And I've never been happier to be sick.
Well, I mean,
it's in,
weighing it out between like COVID and the flu.
Yeah.
To get the cold.
Yeah, it's nothing.
And it's like if you're like, oh, doc, it burns when I pee. Oh god, is it AIDS? Is it herpes? He's like, it's gonorrhea. 2 shots of penicillin, you're good. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna go fuck her again. Like,
it's that easy. Can I just get a backup supply? I'll be back.
Yeah.
Put me on a
shit on dick.
Yeah, put me on a subscription base.
Oh, like those Amazon things where you sell a little bit. You just stick your ass out your door, and the guy just comes and jabs you real quick.
Yeah. So my face sucks. Like it's just like clogged, and the only reason I have like the cough and the hack is because like that post-nasal drip, but it's like not actually in my chest. It hasn't actually dropped into my chest at all. And like,
coughs like that, you can hear it. Like, like it almost made it down, and then you coughed, you could hear like gurgle and pull.
Man, I had one today. I went and I got a lunger. It was a fucking lunger, but it's like that, like neon yellow color lunger that comes out. Oh, you're like,
got those like those oysters.
Yeah, yeah. Yo, it's just kind of like.
Hey, tell me the silver lining in that though isn't like how good it feels when like all that comes up at
Oh
once.
yeah,
like it's gross in your mouth, but you're like, kind of turn me on a little bit. Like, ooh, so clean.
There's so people who are like smokers or vapors and stuff like that, they've come out with this stuff. There's like a lung detox stuff that you can get. That's like it's something that like clears the mucous membrane in your lungs and shit, and like it'll make you like hack up a bunch of shit, but apparently it's super healthy to like clear your lungs and like because your lungs are just like fibrous tissues on the inside, and they just like it's got pockets in it, and they just hold all the shit. So you take this stuff that just fucking helps clear it out, and you have like 2 days worth of lungers, and you like cough up some shit that's like,
I'm weirdly into that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like reading about it, I was like, and you could just buy this shit over the counter. Like, you don't need to go to see someone for this. I'm fucking
like the poo pills. Like, yeah. Oh, imagine you do the poo pills. You do that. What else can you do? Get some Afrin. Just
yeah.
They clear out your sinuses.
Oh yeah. Have you seen the ones where, okay, you know, our neti pots that we use where you like, well, have you seen the ones where like they're like pressurized and they fucking like blast,
hook up and like recirculate?
Yeah. And then there's ones for your ears where you stick them in and it just like flushes your ears out and shit. Dude, I'm ready to do a full body detox.
Sign me up,
dude. That sounds so great.
They have some stuff like that. You're in a sauna after you just took some of that fucking like lung detox shit, while somebody's like nasal lavage, I think they call it, nasal lavaging you, while also clearing out this, while you're also sitting on a toilet just sheeting your guts out.
This would be
a fucking cleanse.
This would be the key cleanse that I would want. I want a full body like pumice stone scrub while I had the fucking nasal thing going, while I'm on the lung detox, while I have the poo pills, but I'm doing like a colonic cleanse where they just like they get the water
and I'm gonna go with it.
Yeah, they like stick the vacuum in your asshole and they clear out the lower intestines like that attach to your colon as they're doing my ears and everything, and it's just like the whole body is just getting like flushed top to bottom. Oh fuck, dude.
I can just celebrate by eating like a Big Mac.
Oh yeah, quarter pounder with cheese. You know what it's like?
Body goes into shock. I should have gone with the steamed salmon.
I have to imagine that's like there's like a diet. So me and Travis Byers were talking about that for years. We were gonna go and do a colonic cleanse. We wanted to try it because apparently you drop like 10 pounds like right after getting it done. Like first off, because apparently with the lower intestines like connect to the colon or whatever, there's just so much garbage and shit that is like caked down in there, and so they just hose in. They balloon you out a little bit so it gets flushed into your low intestines, and then they have like this vacuum thing that's like it's like low suck. It's not like Saw fucking 12 or whatever. But they just get it
off the wall. Get it off the wall.
You're folding it inside out.
Just fucking concaving on you.
It's a scene from fucking Scary Movie 1.
19-year-old like MA. Like, it's my first job.
But yeah, they clean you all the way out, and you just fucking apparently you just feel like $1 million, and you have to like apparently after you're done with that, you have to go on some like crazy probiotic thing because you've sucked all the good like bacteria and shit out of your gut. So you have to do like a gut cleanse with like good bacteria and things like that. But
you remove the old government, but you got to put a new one in.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Or the rebels start coming out.
They've also said that people that do that then go and get fecal transplants. So you do the flush and then you do a fecal transplant to put like these really good bacteria inside of you and then go from there. Bro, it is a wild situation. I don't
white people.
Now here I don't know. So from the property, it was a few weeks ago or something like that. Christine was telling me how one of her friends, they were going to do something. I don't remember what it was, but she had scheduled like a day.
Sounds like quite the segue.
Hold on. It gets so much weird. We were talking about weird white people shit. she sent a picture and her whole face was like red and it was covered in blood.
Don't say it.
It is exactly what you think it is. Apparently it's I don't know if it was her blood. I don't know if it was somebody else's blood, but apparently this fucking thing that white people do where they just put period blood on their face. And she forgot that she had it scheduled or something and they were going to some event. So she just walked around the event with period blood on her face like a goddamn fucking Carrie movie. You can't make this shit up. You can't make it up, man. It's so fucking weird. I don't get it. What is the point of trying to look so young that you're like, just like...
The only way to one up her is we got to jerk off on our own faces.
But apparently that's good for you.
Apparently period blood is too. Doesn't mean it's not fucking weird.
What do we used to say is like, you can't kink shame people. You have to just accept that it's weird. It's fine. It's weird. You're into some weird shit. Accept that. But you can't kink shame.
Okay. No. You can accept it. You can acknowledge like there's people out there that are into it. Doesn't mean I have to think that it's not fucking weird.
Absolutely.
It's my God-given right to make you fucking feel weird about it.
Absolutely.
Because maybe you're just dabbling your fucking toes in it, you know?
Mm.
If I don't say it, if I'm like, I'm a good supportive friend, and then you go out and you do some weird stuff, and now you're just like Chlorf and you can't be near a fucking school.
Absolutely.
Like,
now,
you have to fucking bully them into like, okay, are you really? Is this the hill you're willing to die on? If you are, maybe I'll back up.
Now, here's the thing I want to put on. If you are willing to go outside in public with period blood on your face, you already know that's the light version of the shit they do. If they are so unbothered by that situation, you know the weird shit that they keep in the closet is fucking weird, right? That to them is a normal day.
Yeah, we got to open that closet.
Yeah, I want to know what's in that closet. I want to know.
Paul Rubens' embalmed corpse. Just,
would you fuck
got, like,
me?
The Build-A-Bear fucking
just
sound box in it.
It's just fucking. It's just skin closet, man. It's Silence of the Lambs. Don't you hurt my dog. Don't you hurt my dog.
Oh, precious.
You little bitch. God.
Wow. That was one hell of an open.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're welcome, guys.
Yeah. This is what happens.
I know we talked about this last time, but I've been noticing like our like numbers on our podcast are like we're actually getting like a lot more views than
normal
I was used to seeing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And openings like this, man.
They're either make or breaks.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Are you sure?
You can still leave now. It's totally fine. We've already got the view.
Okay. Tell your friends to like and sub though.
What did Will say the other night? Like we were talking about something. He's like, "This is the type of conversation you guys should have on, your gaming podcast." Like, no, we can't talk about video games on a gaming podcast.
What was it?
I have no fucking idea. Have no idea what we were talking about. Yeah, what were we talking about? I feel like
it was good points too.
It was brilliant points.
See,
it has to be in the moment. I feel like, yeah. When it's like a group and we're talking about shit, way better. We should have just like impromptu podcasts where we just record the shit we talk about and then just like filter those in. Like, we'll do like weekly highlights and that type of thing. Because when we sit down like this, there's no script anymore.
No, even when like earlier in the day today, I was like, I text you. I was like, video's not going to come out. I'm not done with it. Podcast tonight. I had 30 minutes of downtime and I started like scrolling through IGN's Twitter and stuff like that, like looking for like things to talk about. I don't remember what the fuck I even looked at.
Not a fucking thing. Oh, no,
I did this. You're like, okay, are you ready? Okay. 3, 2, I did this. And everything's just gone. Got nothing. Look at TwitchCon.
Is that happening right now? It's right now. Or no, it's next. It just happened.
This last weekend.
Did Ryan them go?
Messed up. Yeah. We should have gone to that one.
Well, it was in Vegas.
Vegas is way cooler.
Oh, yeah, I bet it was. I bet it was fucking off the hook. It's Vegas.
It was. Yeah.
Think about it. Call of Duty and hookers, all legal.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to hate this. Tarkov.
Hookers.
Tarkov, like, took over TwitchCon,
mm-hmm.
like, pulled up in like a fleet of Hummers, unloaded people, had like a 3-day event for like the new like Tarkov Arena coming out, had like was giving out free tattoos, like free Tarkov tattoos. If you placed high enough in like their tournament brackets, you then got back in the Hummers and they drove you to a shooting range and drove tanks while everybody was drunk and then took them back to a bar. Like
that fucking sounds dope. Back up. Tarkov tattoos, like fucking faked,
like the cultists. No, they had like a full like booths of like tattoo artists, and they were doing like the cultist symbol tattoos. They were doing
there's no
head eyes, head ears.
There's no way you would get me to tattoo Tarkov on my body
in Vegas.
No,
Drunk?
I would cuddling Pikachu before I would fucking Tarkov tattoo.
What if we could talk him into both at the same time?
Cuddling Tarkov Pikachu tattoos.
Yeah.
I
need Pikachu. Let me work with you. You have to give free Tarkov. I need a Pikachu. Where can we meet in the middle of this? A couple headsets? Headsets? They got to be 69ing.
I need it on my inner thigh. Sir, this is TwitchCon. Get it on my inner thigh. Oh, yeah, no, that sounds. I'm bummed that we didn't go because.
I think like the event space was actually bigger. Like everything about it was just
think of
from what I saw.
What was the temperature like?
Pretty nice for Vegas.
Yeah. That sucks. That sucks. We fucked up. And we have boys in Vegas. We wouldn't have had to we could have just crashed at Rye's place. He even said, "Come down. You can just stay with me."
Yeah.
And I said, "I am an old man." And after last TwitchCon,
a lot less taco stores, though.
Sure, but a lot more.
Yeah,
everything else.
A lot more everything else.
Oh fuck!
Yeah,
wild.
So they did like 3 days of like Tarkov Arena tournaments, and it actually looked like pretty cool. Like for it being like a multiplayer, like I know I was like I don't really care, but like seeing like the mechanics and stuff like that. And how they actually like play into it. Like people were team killing each other on accident and all sorts of crazy shit because it's still Tarkov. Like, there's still like no markers or anything like that. Looked really good until, and I'm sure eventually you'll see it. The infamous that is shooken the Tarkov and even the first person shooter community of the most egregious desync lag where Landmark is walking up. Or no, Landmark isn't walking up. He sees this guy and he shoots him and he shoots him and he shoots him. And the guy is just unfazed, goes up, turns around and goes, "Oh," and just like 2-taps him. And everybody's like, "What the fuck?" It was like, and then they showed his screen. He was nowhere near anywhere. Until he turned around and like you just like see his head like this and just he just fucking head taps him. But the community was like, Jesus, when you're pulling this across, you came from Russia to Vegas, you set up for this, and this is what you give us?
Yeah, and it's like land, right? Like it's not, they're not doing it online.
Yeah. That's the other thing.
Oh, that's rough.
Oh man,
that's not a comfortable feeling.
It looked real good until that, and that's all anybody's talking about.
Star Citizen. Do you remember how they had Rogue or Squadron 42, which is their like big single player experience with like, okay, so Squadron 42. So Star Citizen, the game we all know and love because, had its own like main story mission thing where it was like this, it's a separate thing. It's like the arena thing in that sense. It was a separate point, but it was designed to be a completely cinematic storytelling and, you know, single player. I don't know if it was single player all the way through, but just like its own experience in that aspect where like, instead of you just flying around doing missions or whatever, it was a little bit more detailed and like story driven and things like that. So
is that one of those like offshoots in the menu that we just didn't fuck with? I remember we tried like just dogfights and stuff.
We did the dogfights and we did the arena thing, but Squadron 42 hasn't come out. It's just been concept worked on forever. Okay. But they've been dumping millions and millions of dollars in this. So supposedly they've said. Just recently they did a play test, or not a play test, but a playthrough and like a showcasing and like this is what we're doing and all these different things. If you've ever looked at a company that's made what almost $1 billion on a video game, it's still in alpha, and you ever wonder where does that money go to, and then you see Squadron 42, you're like, oh fuck, that's where that money went. It looks in a good so good. They have one of the main characters in the game is Mark Hamill. He plays a character, and they like actually did like good CGI and stuff. It fucking looks unreal. Like they did a very good job, to the point where I was like, because we bought into Star Citizen how long ago? Years now, right?
2 years ago. 3?
At least 3 years ago, and I probably had it before that. And I picked up Squadron 42 as like a buy-in package. It's the same thing like Tarkov. You know, it's my $190 fucking package or whatever it was. I never thought I would see the light of day. I never, in even the smallest like percentage of my life, was like, this will come out. I bought it. Once we started playing through the game, I was like, this will never fucking happen. They can barely get you to walk through fucking doors without you dying.
Yeah.
There's no way that this game will come out. And they just did the showcasing, and I was like, holy shit, I'm back on board. Yeah. So now you have Tarkov and Star Citizen, which the funniest thing is that those two communities overlap drastically. So when people are playing Star Citizen, is because end of push in Tarkov is happening, like towards end wipe.
Like they're done with it and waiting for.
And then when Star Citizen dies off, it's because all the transition back over to Tarkov, and then Star Citizen does their wipe cycle at that point. So there's this weird overlap between the communities that's been happening for years, apparently. And so I don't know if Tarkov has started to influence a lot of their on-ground stuff, but I think that's one of the reasons why we have a lot of on-ground missions and the way like guns work and things like that, and the peeking and that aspect. Yeah. There's not like as crazy as Tarkov is, but I definitely feel like because that community's enriched by one another, it's helped like, you know, once we start seeing spaceships in fucking Tarkov, we'll know.
Chicky bricky. The fucking washing machine that got fucking trebuchet across the map.
He's just riding that Acme rocket. So, I don't know. I feel like those two games, you know, in their own right, I hope they do succeed, because if Star Citizen does really well, that'd be great. Because I love Space Sims, and that game is just so fucking good.
When it works, it's a 10.
Yeah.
When it doesn't, it's a fucking 20. I almost live for the fucking like the bugs and just like the shit like that. Like, there's nothing really to take seriously in it.
Nah.
Like there's no like storyline. There's no like you could like get your money up and have some like cool shit, but for the most part, it's everybody doing the same thing. We're just fucking around. Yeah.
The fact that like people have speed run videos of getting out of prison. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's,
we had that down for a minute. Except for the very last part, but it was like, I don't even need Trevor. I know left, right, left. Up, down, jump to here, slow jump, fast jump. Like,
once you got through it though, man, because we spent so much goddamn time in prison. That's the only thing you could do. I wasn't gonna mine for 3 hours. Get the fuck out of here.
We just died for 3 hours, and then eventually we're like, "Do you want to see if our timer's up?"
Yeah,
you just go. All right.
Yeah. Oh man. So the Metal Gear Solid collection just came out on Steam.
Oh, on Steam.
Yeah. So I had pre-ordered this a hot minute ago, and it's like $60. It comes with Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, Sons of Liberty, and 3, Snake Eater, as well as the SNES and the first 2 so the Metal Gear games, not Metal Gear, it's like Metal Gear X or whatever they call them. And like some Lost pack or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh man. So
big nostalgia.
No. I So I was having this conversation recently. My top 3 people in the gaming industry forever and always will be John Carmack, John Romero, and Hideo Kojima, right? Those are my 3s. It's Doom and that's fucking Metal Gear. Kojima produced some of the best games I've ever played in my life, which is Metal Gear games, right? Him and Konami split. Konami has all the rights to Metal Gear. They're doing a complete re-release of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. It's getting like the
they're remastering it.
They're remastering it. They're giving it the Dead Space effect, the Resident Evil 4 effect. You know what I mean? The Silent Hill 2 effect. They're gonna pump out a renew version, all nice and neat, clean looking. It's like, okay, cool, that's awesome, because you've got nothing else to go on. You can't make any more Metal Gear games, even though you own the franchise. Like, no one's gonna fucking go with it because Kojima's not there. So they re-released this fucking bundle, and it is the worst port ever of these video games. They they're fucking trash FPS. Like, you can barely get 30 FPS off of them. There's no control changing.
God damn it, I got so excited. I'm right now.
I was pumped about it too. There's you can't change any of the settings in them. There's no way of remapping controls or anything. They're just they've just ported it over to the Konami is just basically copy and paste it to it so you can play it on the computer, but it's bad. It doesn't work. There's audio bugs, issues, all these fucking things. And the whole community is you know what the worst part about it is? There's a better emulated version of this for free of all these games.
Oh man.
And it's no, man. So
big L.
Big fucking L. And I just feel bad because it's Konami just trying to suck money out of fucking the life of this, and it's my fucking favorite game, so of course I'm gonna pre-order it because I'm ready to go. But then it just goes back into the whole thing. Don't pre-order video games. You don't pre-order video games. We've known it for years. We've been saying it for years. Don't fucking do it.
Yeah.
Because the minute you do, this is what happens. You get
that's shit.
And it's apparently
that's really that's just sad.
Yeah, they reported it's on PS4 and PS5, right? So they've done the remaster over there. Apparently, everybody on consoles it's not bad. It's just it's PS1, PS2 games on PS4, PS5, you know. But the PC port of it is so fucking terrible. It's don't waste your money. If you're gonna spend your money, spend it on console. Don't buy it on Steam. Bummer.
That hurts.
Bummer. I mean, part of me also wonders how hard it has to be to port a PS1 game or a PS2 game and get it up and running in its original format, content, look, no changing it, no remastering it, and get it working on computer without actually editing or changing anything. Okay, the Spyro game. You know how they redid the Spyro game? They basically, the remastered Spyro game, or Crash Bandicoot? No, I think it was Spyro. From Activision or whatever, when they remastered the Spyro collection. They didn't just copy the game and upgrade it. They redesigned the game from scratch, start to finish, piece by piece of the video game so they could get it to a new age remaster point. They literally were saying they couldn't take the original PS1 game and files and get it just remastered over. They had to rebuild it all the way from scratch.
In one hand, I see what you're saying.
Right.
Yeah. In the other hand, didn't you just say that there's emulated versions for free that some fucking kid in college probably did when he was bored?
Yeah.
So.
No, I absolutely agree.
And don't you already own all the intel? It's not like you can fucking even swipe half of his coding and stuff. It's all your intellectual property. You could take probably most of that and use it.
Now,
so where does
Well, and that's a good point. Because what I think the emulated version is better of is because the emulator itself changes all the hard coding of all the different things. So the game itself runs still fine. So it would be like pressing X or triangle on a controller, but the emulator then takes that input and says, okay, well, you're actually using it for W or E or something like that, right? So just something in that different sense. But
a company that big can't
I
come up with their own
I agree.
cheap, quick,
I
dirty
agree.
emulator that
Oh,
lives
no.
only within its programming.
And that's why you double down on that patent. It's like, this is the big name gaming companies, right? The big publication companies, Konami, Activision Blizzard, fucking Microsoft, who else? EA, Ubisoft. These top end people just fucking, it's all about money. It has.
How can we make more money?
Yep, that's how it is, man. You bastardize the fucking gaming industry and you ruin classic games. And all you've done is just, you've taken personally my favorite series and a work of art that I find, and just like half-assed it so you can collect $60 from people. And it's like, and I'm like, $60 for a whole collection. It was because on PS2 there was this fucking, there was a Metal Gear Solid collection back when we worked at GameStop, and it was 2 and 3, and then 1 remastered into it, and it was, you could only get in a PS2 copy of it, and it was like $100. There was only like a limited amount of them. I had them at one point. I have no idea what happened to my copy, and it was like, it was cool, it was awesome. I had it, it was mine, you know. And then so that was what I was like, oh my god, all of the, and it's like, it's a digital copy. You know, how hard is it to just get a digital copy bumped a little bit, you know? You don't have to make physical copies, so you're not spending money on the overhead and marketing and fucking production of that. You know, no cases, no CDs, no fucking like cover art.
Feels bad.
Holy shit, man. Breaks my heart.
I mean, but do we expect more? Do we?
We should. We definitely should. We should expect.
No, we should. Okay, maybe I'm saying it wrong. Do we not know better?
Yeah. No. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We knew that was gonna happen. We knew it was coming fucking half-assed, which sucks. Which sucks because it's, again, it's one of those things where like, and what pisses me off more is I'm looking at this and being like, I spent $60, got shit, and then was upset I got shit, and it's only because of nostalgia.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like, it's not like it's a game that I need to play. I've only played them 100 fucking times. You know what I mean? It's not like it's something that's like, oh my god, I
go back to
every
now and then.
Yeah, I'll fucking run a dick around. I'd love to go.
And the fact that they even took that away, it's like,
that's exactly right. Because the next thing from here is I got to dig out my copies, my original copies on PS1 and PS2, and find a PS1 and PS2 because I don't have mine anymore to play the games. So when I get a newer age copy, now I guess I could buy it on PS4, but what's the point? I haven't played PS4 in fucking, I don't know, years now. I haven't played a console game in years. So when it's all readily available on PC,
baby, until this, until something like this pops up.
Oh my god! Go back to playing indie, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of PC,
bro, I'm just a shell of the man I used to be. I'm fucking, at this point, even if it was fixed and running, I think the headache of all this has overshadowed it enough that like I will always have a spiteful fucking relationship with this fucking thing.
So what is going on?
It's just fucking, this is just,
do they have it?
I'm probably making it. They have it.
Okay.
I'm probably making it out to be a much bigger deal than it is. But there's like I was saying in like the chat, I feel like when I was like looking through like their like itemized list, they put like $59 to mount the CPU. And I was like, the CPU is in the socket. Like all I need is like thermal paste because I clean the thermal paste off. Like, oh, okay. And like shit like that. And that
you went to Best Buy though?
Ooh, I went to Best Buy to get a
who do you have?
M.2.
So you have it at just a regular computer place?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh, at least I give you an item on my list and be like, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, no. And when I said that and they were like, I saw him like kind of backpedal, I was like, what else is on here?
Yeah, exactly.
And then I start like looking through and I was like, oh my god. Well, like another reason.
How much were they trying to charge you?
$400.
To put it all together, basically?
No.
400 for what?
No. I already paid $70 for diagnostics
Okay.
to like go over everything. And then their like $400 was to include the M.2 to put the OS on.
Okay.
Because the 4 terabytes don't agree with them for whatever reason. He said they're more geared towards like these like you should have just like gotten like if you wanted like 4 terabytes, maybe done 2 M.2s that were 2 terabytes so that one could run the drive, one could be storage because the 4 terabytes just don't like it.
Okay, so they installed an OS system on the M.
They haven't installed the OS yet,
but they are. Are
yes.
they? Okay, are you getting
on the new 2
a physical activation code or like an actual registration code for your OS? Because I can understand if they were charging you money for that because an OS system is like $100 if you do the basic.
They're putting Windows 10 Pro on it.
They're going Pro, not basic. You don't need Pro.
I don't know.
Okay, so basic Pro is like a $250 fucking OS.
Oh, maybe not Pro then.
120 is like basic, or $100 is like the basic version.
Yeah, I think it's like 130 to put.
Okay, as long as you get your fucking the actual like CD key basically, because if you ever need to reload the OS, you need to have that key for activation.
Yeah.
So
that they didn't have the 2 terabyte drive on hand. They're like, we're out of stock now, and I was like, what? Okay, how long is it going to take? And they're like, probably about a week. And I was like, I can Amazon Prime one, and it'll be here tomorrow. And they're like, well, I mean, if you want to supply the drive, like we can always do it that way too. And I was like, say less.
What?
Go to Best Buy, wait outside. Best Buy opens. I've got like 3 people somehow like in line before me. Like where they came from, I don't know. They're all like elderly people that were just getting upsold like a motherfucker. And the lady was like, for real, like, will this be able to open my emails and I can watch Netflix too? And the girl's like, oh, this one has got an i9 processor in it. And the husband's all, that means it's a lot faster. And I'm like, oh man. Should I stay here all day and just fucking sabotage?
You should have just fucking recorded it, man. That's millennial paradise to watch boomers struggle on that aspect.
Oh no. So there's 2 people, like a couple and a lady, and they're like just getting upsold like a motherfucker. And then there's one older guy. I'd say probably mid-70s.
Okay.
And I'm there because they have a 2 terabyte Crucial that was on Crucial NVMe that was on sale for like $75 or something like that.
Right.
So I was like, sick. Like, that's what I'm going to put in. I don't care. It's just for like OS.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
This guy bought it out from under me, the last one. I literally I had no words. I was like, what the fuck? Like he's like, I saw her open the case. I saw her grab the container that I was just looking at. And I was like, oh, and I'm just looking at him like, what the fuck are you going to do with that? Do you know what this is?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he must have to ask for it specifically. I don't know, or he has like a grandson. I don't know, but I was just flabbergasted. I was like, what the fuck?
That's annoying.
Yeah. So I ended up I got like the Samsung equivalent. It was like $30 more or something like that.
I love the Samsung fucking hard drives.
So I took it back to him and I just threw it. I was like, there we go. Can I pick it up end of the day? And they're like, oh, we don't know if it'll be end of the day. And I was like, why? Like, because we just need to like load stuff. And this is what like really, it's like, well, I mean, like your computer left the shop. So it's not like your spot in line has already been filled by another one. So you're kind of like rotated back. And it's like, oh,
should have just taken it home and done it yourself then.
They could have looked me in the eyes and they could have said, if you give me, and they just put a dollar amount, I probably would have been like, okay, just give me my computer.
Yeah.
I just want to fucking run. This whole thing is just fucking.
That's Reading for you.
Oh.
Do you want me to make a phone call? Give me their number. I'll call them tomorrow.
Oh, I'm calling them tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'll probably start crying.
Oh yeah.
I want my computer. What? Who is this? I want my computer. Listen to me. What?
Give me on a
Chris?
Give me on
No, it's not Chris.
Give me on a, what do they call it? Conference call with this guy.
Yeah, but you have to be on the call through your computer so you can record everything via Discord. It'll just be a little addition to the next podcast.
Yeah, it'll be a short.
Oh.
What?
So I still don't have a computer.
What a fucking nightmare, dude.
I do have this sick. Oh, and they were gonna. And on the itemized receipt, the old one that they gave me, because they said that they needed to take off that this sick ass fucking Chili's nameplate because it was basically insulating the graphics card, and they're like, it's causing a noticeable amount of like heat retention right there. They were gonna charge me $35 to remove it. I was like, it's got little stickers on the back that just sits on top. And they're like, I mean, this is part of our policy. It's like, whoa, you're really trying to like nickel and dime us.
What is this place called? What's this place called? We have to shout them out right now. I want their name on here so anybody's watching this is in Reading, just so you're aware.
Advanced Solutions. And hopefully I'll have my computer back before then.
Advanced Solutions? That can't be right.
Advanced Concept.
Oh, Advanced Concept.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to get my computer back before because now they've seen this. They know we have a podcast. They might fucking look us up. They'd be like, these motherfuckers.
I mean, honestly, here's the situation that's at hand. I don't mind. You know, I understand that there's a point for business. Oh, I got a 3-star rating.
Yeah, but isn't it like Chinese food? You don't want like a too high of a rating, but you don't want too low of a rating. 3 stars, like right in the middle.
True, but the past fucking 6 months of reviews have all been 1 stars. Here's the thing. I understand a business has to make money. And I understand it's a lot like the medical field in a sense. Like if you go to a computer store, 9 times out of 10 it's because you don't know what you're doing, right? Or you're looking for that extra help. And so it's an easy way of a company to make money because they can be like, your flux capacitor is broken. You know what I mean? And you're like, I fucking believe you because I don't know. When you have some knowledge and you're just like, I just don't have the tools, the time, or the concept to get this all put together and I'm looking for the help, that's where you hope that you would meet people in this industry, like in computer and IT, to be like, I got you, bro. Let me get you hooked up. Let me get you a good deal. Help me along the way. I'm going to throw some things at you and be like, hey, I got to make some money on this. And
there is one guy there that feels like that.
Well, then that's the dude you talk to. It's like every time you talk to, it's don't fucking talk to me. Get me that fucking guy. Bring him over here.
He's not the guy that works on the computers, though.
Don't give a shit. I need you to just bring me up. That's all you need. You just need to put my fucking thing together. And that's a shitty thing about it. It's like, yes, it is a business. You got to make money, right? There's an overhead. There's payroll.
I understand that too. But when you see like charging me $59 to mount the CPU, bruh. Click.
Oh yeah.
Oh, fucking in there.
I mean, I used to tell people all the time, it's $100 for me to come out per hour to just walk your property. So if you're not going to use my bid, don't call me. And that was just because I didn't want people to go out. They would be like, yeah, we'll pay you. I was like, God damn it.
Yeah. Get on the fucking road again.
Oh man, it's okay. Here's the thing. When it is done, right? You said that you're gonna have this fucking hate relationship with this thing because every time you look at it, it's gonna be like that fucking, oh, you bitch! I know you were fucking right behind my back, type of thing.
Well, the thing is, it's probably not going to feel like a substantial leap from where I'm currently at. Right?
That's the
like things will run a little smoother.
Yeah.
I'll have more space for sure.
The space,
but like it won't be like noticeably enough that I'm like, God damn, I'm so glad I traded in my Honda Accord for a Toyota Camry.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Okay. Well, no, I will tell you right off the bat, the thing that you will notice is going from your current CPU to that i9, you will notice a tremendous jump in like just processing power and things getting done. 100% guaranteed. Second on top of that is the graphics card itself, because it is a little bit bigger and a little bit better, because the 20 series was a little bit of the hot mess, right? Like we went from the 1070, 1080s, which were like the workhorses. Like if there's any fucking like graphics card in the world that did their fucking job, it was the 10 series, right? 20 series was like, hey, we're bumping, and everybody was like, these are kind of a little sketchy, and they're like, you're right, we kind of fucked it a little bit, we're not 100% sure on RTX stuff, we're still trying to work it out. And that's why immediately, like 20 series was such a short time span, and then they jumped 30 series, and then 30 series went into these 40 series because they're like, okay, we figured it out, we've kind of perfected it. So going from the 20 to that 30 is gonna feel like a jump. It's gonna feel good. So between the processor and the GPU, I think you're just gonna notice, like, not so much like games are gonna look better, because I don't know. I feel like
runs smoother.
I feel like the computer won't feel like it like does that like you know, kind of thing to get moving. Like, oh fuck, there's too many windows open type of thing. I think it'll actually just process just a little bit better. I definitely think with editing, you'll see it like start to snap a little bit faster. I think the render times will come down a little bit. I think there'll be a little bit of cool things like that.
Well, I think you made a great point on having dual PC setup, still using this one just for editing, so that when there is something rendering, you're not locked out of your computer.
100%. I mean, I've been trying to play some games on the side while I'm doing rendering, and I just notice a chug, because I have rendering set up through the GPU. So as long as I'm not running a GPU intensive game, it doesn't have any problems. But if I have something that uses some type of graphical overlay on it, like the render time slows down. And then I'm always worried this like, man, all I need to do is botch one render, right? And never know, because it's like, you know, we're making hour-long videos or 30-minute videos or whatever. It's like, I watch the content that I edit, I render it, and then I upload it, and then I watch it on YouTube to make sure there was no problems. I don't rewatch another 30. That's like, you know, we're talking about from edit time, couple hours, down to the actual movie. I watch the movie edited, which is, you know, 30 minutes, upload it to YouTube, and then rewatch it for 30. If I did add another 30 into that, man, it's like a fucking whole day process of just watching the same thing over and over again and make sure it works. Oh, I can't watch my content that much, man. I fucking can't stand it to begin with.
You asked earlier, how big do I want to be? I just want to be able to have editors.
One editor. One editor. I just want to be like, here's what I recorded. Can you make a video? And I want that guy to come back to me and go, this is trash. Do it again. Got you.
I didn't say that. I said, make it work.
I've realized I started doing this thing where I've been recording a lot of games where like it's first time experiences, and I'm like, let's do this. And I realized my content on first time experiences versus like something like 7 days, which I'm very knowledgeable about, I spend a lot of time going, okay, what's this? Like, what's this? You
want to give them the new player experience, but it's a little too new.
It's a little too new. Like you can tell that like I have.
You almost need to like do like a drunk playthrough.
Yeah.
Where like you're like, I don't remember a lot. Like, oh, I can't remember what this does.
Yeah.
Like
I feel like that's the sweet spot in new games for the channel, is like, hey, I played a little bit of this to see if it works, and then this is what the game's about. Let's go through and do it. And I feel like that experience will be a little bit better, because the more I play new games, and I'm like, I'm fucking ready for something new. Especially, here's the thing that I've noticed is right now for the Halloween stuff has all been new content, right? It's all like some new scary game that we haven't played before, or I'm doing something new so I'm recording a bunch of spoopy games, and a lot of the time I'm just like, it's like 10 minutes of me not saying anything because I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing here. Or like I just edit out like 5 minutes of me just wandering in circles because I can't figure out a puzzle. You know, it's like
man, I will say that was so much fun playing Demonologist.
Oh, it was a blast.
And that video, God, when it's like a fun night like that, you're rewatching it, like you're just reliving and giggling.
Yeah.
Sean, tell him who your dad is. Cliff, Mariah, we're power levering, you dumb bitch. Oh my God. Just all the fucking nights of that, all the jump scares.
Oh my god, it was so constant throughout that whole video too. I had so much fun in that.
The tarot cards, run, run!
I pulled the death card. I pulled the death card. Should I pull a tarot card and see if we can shake things up? Yeah, go for it. Oh, I pulled the death card. Run! It's like instantly dead.
Oh man.
Oh man, yeah, it was a lot of fun. I think that games like that are a lot of fun because they're just they're the same, but it's just stupid fun.
Yeah,
like that whole video is us just trying to level up to get to the next zone.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, and we played for what, like 3 hours that night.
Yeah,
I took that video was like almost an hour and 40 minutes and was able to get it down to 30 minutes, which was nice. It was fun, you know, and we got to, it played the most, you know, it's just our group of people that we play with are so fucking stupid. I love them to death. I love it because it's just Sean's like, you want to see the scariest thing of this game? Just turns.
Oh, nice Birkenstocks, bro.
Is your dad on a boat? Oh man, that was a ton of fun. So
it almost makes me sad that like we're almost through spooky season.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think the content itself has been very spooky driven. I mean, you kind of fucked me for tomorrow. So I don't have anything. I've got like maybe a video, but it has nothing to do with spooky.
That's why we're supposed to have like just Sean eating soup.
Yeah, I need 20 videos throughout the year of us just knowing that we're not going to be able to get an upload, and it's just Sean doing something weird, like trying to build a chair from scratch with him like an IKEA manual, and just like a video of him just being like, the fuck?
or like a dog collar on him, like a shock collar, and it's his job to alphabetically organize all the files for like his car dealership. He just goes through and just randomly a pile of fucking papers goes flying.
Just 45
like that.
45 minutes of that is pure. It's perfect. It's exactly what I need.
And with no explanation.
Nothing at all. Just be, you know, and we'll name it something
a killer thumbnail.
Yeah.
That's the hottest new game that's out.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, this is the best title, all the fucking best hashtags to just get it like tagged into things.
And a little thing right on the bottom that says like error file not found, and like that's like the loading screen. It's just Sean just fucking doing something.
Just brushing his beard for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
It's weird shit. That's what I need to do. I need to just fucking get with him for a day and just record a bunch of weird shit. Because I have a video that I need to record for him for a day coming up next year that I'm just going to upload. And so it's a video I need of him. So it's like we could just make 20 of those and just it would all be fantastic.
Yeah. Like, oh, you know what we should do?
Huh?
We should have fucking Sean write a sea shanty. And then he just comes, he sits in your spot, we're behind him, and we're like the background, and he carries it. We come into the chorus and then let it come back.
Oh.
We just have that. Fucking put a black and white filter on that motherfucker.
I'd be down.
Bangers to toss in there for no reason.
Down to hear a Sean sea shanty.
Right? Just give him the fucking reins. He tells us how we're gonna do it. We just shoot it.
He has to dress up as a pirate, though.
Absolutely.
Or
at least we Sharpie him to look like a pirate.
Oh. How much drunk do we get?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Right? Authentic. It's got to feel natural.
It 7 times throughout the night. It'll be like the drunk podcast. Yeah. Like we record one where we just had like a shot, and then we had one like we recorded again like 25 minutes later, and then you just keep going until one's unusable.
No, better yet, we'll just cut it. By verses throughout the night. So it's like every verse is just a progression.
The Billy Blank we gotta get Sean on that. I'm coming down.
The 4th. Not this weekend or next weekend, right?
Next weekend.
Right?
Next weekend, yeah.
Next weekend. Yeah,
so
boy.
Sean has that amount of time to write one.
Get fucking pumped. I'll talk to him tonight.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Well, on that note, ladies and gents, we will catch you on the next one.
All right, we're out of here. Bye-bye.